It's still got great shine. It's got great curl clumps. Look at the definition. Like, I'm super happy with it. I will say that I did try a new product today. Hey y'all, if you are new here, my name is Rhea and I'm so glad you're here. I've dedicated this channel all to showing you how to style your curly and wavy hair and just kind of get you through the humps of just the journey of curly hair and what works and what doesn't. And so today I'm going to show you 2 simple techniques to get this kind of look. The first thing is using a wide tooth comb. So I was a little nervous at first using that because I was afraid that I would have really separated curls. I'd have a lot of frizz. And I just didn't think it would turn out as well. So I think this gave me more volume than the Denman brush. And I also did the squish to condition method, which I will show you how to do that in the video as well. But that's just gonna add more moisture to your hair and just really help your hair hold in the products that you're putting in it. I have a video that I'll link below that shows you how to use a Denman brush and just the way my hair looks when I'm done. It looks to me different than today's look. I do feel like my hair has a little bit more hold. I've already scrunched out the crunch, but it just has a little bit more of a cast on it. And so I think that it's gonna last longer than normal. And so tonight I'll make sure when I go to bed, I put it up in the pineapple bun, take it out in the morning, and I'll show you tomorrow for my second day what it looks like before I refresh as well as after I'm done refreshing. So that'll be at the very end of the video. Okay, so I just got out of the shower, actually clarified and did a deep conditioner. So I'm not gonna do a leave-in conditioner. I'm gonna go straight to the curl cream. This is Blueberry Bliss curl cream. I'm gonna use about that much. I'm gonna run it through my hands and do the squish to condition method today, and I'm not using a Denman brush. Okay, so I'm gonna just use my comb. So if you don't have a Denman brush, this is a good option. And after I brush it all the way through, then I'm just going to squish to condition. So I also did the squish to condition while I deep conditioned my hair. So my kids were on spring break this last week. Today's a Monday for me. We went to the movie theater. We just did all kinds of fun stuff. It's been a nice little break with them, and now that they're back in school, I wanted to squeeze in a video real quick just to show you this new style. So anyway, last week was a fun week. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with aloe vera based gel. So I've used it a few times and I really like it. So I wanted to do this in the video. I usually use not your mother's, but I like this consistency. So we're gonna try this out. All right, so I'm just gonna run this through my hair, and I use 2 pumps for each side. And then I'm gonna brush it through again. Now I'm gonna squish to condition. This is a very fast and easy way of styling. If you don't have time to pull out the Denman brush and do the individual curls, which, I mean, it does take time, especially if you're kind of getting the hang of it. But you can still tell that I've got some good curl clumps going just with the wide tooth comb, which is super reasonable. I will link it down below on Amazon. I want to say it's like $4. Okay, so then the last thing I'm going to do is use my L'Oreal Boost It Volume Inject Mousse. I need about this much. And I am not going to rake it through this time. I'm just going to carefully put it on top of my hair. And then I always like to take my hands like this. Just get my fingers, because I get a lot of product in between my fingers. Because I don't want my hair totally flat on my head when I'm done styling, I'm just going to flip my head to the side and I'm going to brush this over. So it's still kind of like that upward motion. And I'm going to go ahead and scrunch it again. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze it out, squeeze out the excess moisture with my microfiber towel. And then I'm going to go ahead and dry it as I normally do. If you're unfamiliar with diffusing, I have a video I'll link below on my tips and tricks on diffusing. And then as soon as I'm done diffusing, I will come back and show you the final result. All right, I'm back. It's 100% dry and my volume is through the roof. I love it. I'm gonna use the BioSilk Silk Therapy Lite, and I'm just gonna scrunch out the crunch now. I'm gonna use about that much. I'll emulsify it in my hands, and then I'm just gonna scrunch. I could definitely tell this gel has probably a medium to firm hold, just because it has more of a crunch than Not Your Mother's gel. And so I definitely want to scrunch this out more. I mean, you absolutely don't have to. I know people that would prefer the crunch, and so totally up to you on that. So I just added a little bit more, and I'm just gonna scrunch it all out. I even need to get underneath. Volume is like really good today. You know, the thing about curly and wavy hair too is like, it's always a surprise on how it's gonna turn out. You could use the exact same products in the exact same order in the exact same way and have a totally different look on a different day. So it's all trial and error. Always do this just to kind of add more volume at my roots. Okay, you can tell my curls are more separated rather than more clumped together. Here's what the back looks like. All right. I would call this a success, and I probably will do this more often instead of, just because it was faster than having to, you know, brush through every strand and do the curl clumps. So if you're wanting volume, try this out. This is Uncle Franky's Daughter Curly Magic Curl Stimulator. I'm gonna link it below. It says it has aloe vera, marshmallow, and nettle in it for kinky, curly, and wavy textures. All right, guys, this is day 2 hair. So I just took it out of my bun. I had it up in a pineapple bun, and you can see there's still some frizz here. It just needs a little refresh. It's not looking too bad though. I'm gonna speed up my refresh so you guys don't have to watch the whole thing, but then that way you can see the ending and what my hair looks like on day 2. That took me 4.5 minutes to do. So refresh is super fast, and I am like, I'm not kidding, I'm loving this stuff. So my husband, he's good about like giving me compliments, and he's just, I think his love language is words of affirmation. Actually, I know it is. So anyway, he will tell me nice things, you know, but he doesn't always like mention my hair. We were sitting at the dinner table last night, and he looked at me and he goes, "Your hair looks really good." And I was like, "Does it look different than normal?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I like it." So I'm like, okay, so this might be just a new, I mean, especially the fact that it was so much faster to do than the brush styling. I mean, gosh, the brush styling has been my holy grail for so long. And it's like I forgot about the simplicity of this routine. So let me know if you try this method out. If you have already tried it, let me know what you thought of it. And if you haven't, give it a try and let me know your results.